Hello everyone and welcome to Football Nostalgia, the podcast where we explore the teams and the players that have shaped the game we love. I'm Alex Ashmore. Casey can't control himself there. He's obviously found something very funny. As I said, I'm Alex, he's Casey, he's Noah, she's Sarah. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
It's not been a while in the podcast sphere of things.
No.
If you're watching, it's been about 20 minutes probably.
Yeah,
You've
double
gone
episode.
and made yourself a cup of tea and
watched
you've
the last episode and gone straight into the next one.
You're right, I can't get enough of these guys. I'm going straight into episode. I don't want to give a number to this one. But yes, how are we all doing, lads?
Wait, why do you want to give a number?
We have a definitive number of what this is.
No, in terms of I can't think in my head.
Oh, okay, fine. I just thought you.
This is 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
Yeah, this is 10.
How are we doing, guys?
Doing very well. Casey's doing amazingly.
What were
apparently.
you giggling about?
To be honest, it's just I knew I shouldn't have been laughing. It was making me laugh
Okay,
more.
yeah.
I was originally laughing at Noah's dumb face. He does this face every time when Alex is doing the intro. That is
Because I know he's going to do the tagline. I love the tagline so much.
At the first couple episodes, Noah and I would be like, nah.
Nodding along.
And then I looked over and he's like, and then you can't laugh. And then
Fair enough.
And then Alex is like, I don't know what number show this is.
So you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing
He's doing well. He's fine.
Noah, how are you?
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm excited for the episode ahead, even though it's slightly cut and dry. But
yeah, I mean it's a 2-horse race here.
It's been a day, and since we last recorded, Real Madrid were due to play Bayern Munich.
of course,
And, well, what a game. If you haven't watched the highlights, go back and watch it. What a game. Just a lot of, interesting decisions and a lot of, action, I think is probably the best way to describe it. So go and have a look. Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Did I take you by surprise there?
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to speak to me
Retroactively.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. So.
Yes. We're all here for left wing, and we are deciding the best Real Madrid left winger of all time. But before we do that, the usual stuff: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, like, comment, share, do all of that sort of stuff. We've got a new ad out, so if you see that, click on it and do all the things
It's
you
my
do.
vlog. Go watch my vlog,
Yes, it's
guys.
a vlog
Go
of
watch
our
Sarah's vlog.
visit to the Bernabeu for Bayern Munich's press conference before the second leg. So Thomas Tuchel and Manuel Neuer were speaking to the press. Very interesting.
both of them were much cheerier than they
Yeah.
were after the game on that day. Both of them, funnily enough, cost them the game.
Yes,
That's actually pretty true.
more so
little harsh, but
Neuer,
yeah.
I'd say. But yes,
Don't take off Harry Kane in the 85th minute.
I do think.
Even if it's going to extra time, you need him for penalties.
I
as
do.
well.
100%.
Apparently,
100%.
Kane was injured. They had a back problem.
Oh God, of course.
Grow up.
Nonsense.
There you have it. 2 Spurs fans criticising Harry Kane. Never thought. I'd
No,
say
that's
that.
absolutely not what we're doing. That's absolutely not what we're doing.
So, yes, as I said, we are deciding today the best Real Madrid left winger of all time. And at the moment, the scores are 4-3-2. So I'm last.
So for anyone
Unjustly.
listening, that was 4 to Casey, 3 to
Sorry,
me,
yeah.
3 to me, and 2 to Alex.
And we have a possibility of 3 points left up for
We
grabs.
do. We've got left wing, striker, and manager. So there's 3 episodes that have points to play for. And the loser, we've mentioned this before, the loser will have a punishment. And we've come down to 4. There was a lot of debate as to which ones we should decide.
Lots of debate.
A lot of vetoes.
One that almost got in that didn't end up getting in because of someone's decision.
My 2 left feet.
I won't tell you who.
Let's say my 2 left feet.
We were going to decide to have a TikTok dance as one of the punishments, but that's been omitted. We've now got 4. So we've got 24 hours in McDonald's, Hot Ones episode.
I might lose just so I can do one of those too.
Hot Ones episodes. And if you're not aware of what Hot Ones is, it's 10 chicken wings, and each chicken wing, you have a sauce that goes with it that gets spicier as you go. We'll probably do some sort of quiz along with that. So that would be quite fun, I think. The other 2 are stand-up episode, I believe, and the last one was Sarah's favourite, to get whoever loses gets their nails done. So
Not like Sarah's, just
No, you
Yeah.
don't have to do the extension.
No.
Just on your natural
gel,
nail.
I'm informed,
But
which is nicer.
Basic
I was
gel nails.
imagining the
the length.
The
No, just
extension.
Well, I
just
don't
the
think
gel.
you guys would actually be able to physically function if you
No.
had
Yeah,
the
that's a
class.
good
No,
point.
definitely not.
So,
We're walking around.
dangerous.
You know,
Yeah.
you see those videos of dogs with
Yeah,
socks
yeah,
on walking around.
like-
like-
Yeah.
yeah.
I would honestly, it would be funny if I made you do the extensions for one day and just made you do a bunch of stuff like try and open a can
Dude,
and pick
I
up a
don't
coin
like
off
going
the floor.
pee would be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
I'm all right on that front. But yeah, there will be
What
a
is that,
poll.
You don't go to the toilet ever.
No, that's not what I meant. But I meant there'll be a poll up on our socials with.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to choose our punishment because we can't decide.
I mean, I can decide just
Hot
fine.
yeah,
I just
but-
won't let
yeah.
Hot
Also,
ones.
there's a really
say
good
that, they're
suggestion in the
yeah.
comments.
Yo,
we definitely don't
stand
want to
up.
do the hot ones.
Actually,
Rob.
stand-up would be fun. I think we'd all enjoy it.
If there's a really good suggestion in the comments, we may include it as one of the possible punishments. So if you've got any cracking
yeah,
ideas,
if a comment
within
gains enough
reason,
traction.
has to be PG and not really negative for our.
Digital footprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to have careers.
Yes.
However, girlies, come through for me.
No.
Nails.
All right, there we
I'll
go.
be sending
Off
it to
the
all my
episode?
girlfriends. They're gonna come through. I know it.
So yeah, there you have it. 3 points left to play for. The punishment has been, well, it's out there, and well, I've got to come back. I'm 2 points behind Casey, 1 point behind Noah, and well, let's get into it. Let's decide the best Real Madrid left winger of all time. Now, last week, it was, well, today, getting all my times mixed up, Casey won with Luis Figo at right wing. I had Gareth Bale, he had Luis Figo, and Noah had Amancio. So, as per usual, Casey, you won. So, do you want to get us kicked off with your choice for the best or your best Real Madrid right winger of all time?
Left winger.
winger.
There we
Sorry.
go.
Every
There's
time.
your football
We're doing
nostalgia
s-
bingo.
We're doing centre backs today.
There's your football nostalgia bingo.
Hit us, Casey. Who have you got?
All right, so I'm going to just read you the first sentence that Real Madrid's official website has on this player.
Mm-hmm.
There's some keywords I want you to pick out here.
Okay.
All right. Titles, titles, and more titles. This is how the career of the best left winger of all time and the only player in history to win 6 European Cups can be summarized. That is Paco Gento.
Wow.
They
There we
said
go.
they said on the Real Madrid
That
website,
is-
best left winger of all time.
That is.
There you have it.
We'll see
There we
you
are.
next
See you
week.
next week.
And we'll be deciding a striker. It's now 5-4,
No,
5-3.
no.
Wow.
No,
That's
so-
a big. That's a big. Wow. That's a-
Titles, titles, and more titles.
That was a good introduction.
Paco Gento, also known as the Gale of the Cantabrian Sea,
I love this.
because he's just apparently was just the fastest man on earth. Basically, like he was just had an insane speed. But he played 600 official games over 18 seasons.
Just a minor comment. Isn't it weird how, I mean, this is a very really niche thing to say, but you don't often see them play a round number of games.
Yeah, that is
quite-
yeah,
600
600 on the
exactly.
dot.
Yeah.
Do you
Ah,
reckon he-
that's what I do.
Do you reckon he was
Like-
on 590? It's like
Yeah.
Shane Warne played or got either his wicket count or his test count was
It's
just like
599. It's
999.
599.
It's
So
like,
they're talking
oh,
about
that really
cricket.
irks
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah, cricket, for anyone who didn't know who Shane Warne was.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell
yeah.
is that?
Guilty.
I like a even number.
So Paco Gento, he had
You not pick Shane Warne?
in his 18 seasons, he won La Liga 12 times.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
As I
12
mentioned
times.
earlier, he is the only person in history to date, as this might change in a couple weeks,
In literally a couple of weeks.
to win 6 Champions League or European Cups. He won 5 in a row between 1955 and 1960 with the crazy Di Stefano team. And then he went on and won another one in 65-66 as the captain of the team. He won 2 Copa del Reys. He scored 182 goals and had 185 goal contributions.
I love this. Those
Say
old,
again, sorry?
Those old boys.
Speak up for the
I
people in the back.
seriously think it's like around. Like they just like weren't counting assists back then.
Yeah,
or something
no,
like that.
they can't have been because there's no way that in all those games, 600 games,
And
you
everything
got
I'm reading on
3
him,
assists by pure fluke. In 600 games, you get more than 3.
and everything I read about him is like, and he would set up his teammates so well with crazy
same with,
assists.
same with what I read about Di Stefano. So
Yeah.
I mean, take those assists
So,
and a Manfield.
let's
Take those
say
with a pinch of
let's
salt.
say he had 600 official games, 182 goals over 18 seasons.
4,000 assists.
Right, yeah, maybe more or less. He was also, in terms of the Real Madrid legacy points, he was the honorary president from 2016 until his passing in 2022. Like I said, his nickname of the Cantabrian, the Gale of the Cantabrian Sea, comes from his speed and dribbling and strength on the left wing. Like I said earlier, he was the captain of the Madrid Yayas, which is the 60s team Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, it was when Beatlemania was kind of going through Spain, and a bunch of players on this team at the time, they had dressed up with wigs and suits,
The
and they
whole
looked like the
Beatles thing.
Beatles, and so they were called the Madrid Yayas, as in, yeah, she loves you, yeah. Best band of all time.
I was wondering, best band of all time, 100%. I was wondering whether you were going to sing that. I'm glad you did.
Should we go for
We'll go
best
for a chorus.
Beatles of all time?
Well, yeah.
There's only 4. No, okay. What else do we have here? He played. Okay, this is a cool story. So he played for the Racing Santander B team,
Mhm.
and he was called up to play for the first team against Real Madrid because teammates got the flu. There was a big flu outbreak. He played so well against Real Madrid that 3 days later they signed him.
That's a very cool story.
3 days later. And then in his first season with Real Madrid, he didn't score at all, actually. And the president at the time, Santiago Bernabeu, felt like he had a lot of pressure on Gento. So he was thinking about letting him go or didn't know what to do with him. And Di Stefano fought for him and said, what did he say? He said, he's quick and he hits the ball like a cannon. That can't be learned. It's innate. We can teach him the rest. So kind of just like when Di Stefano's going to bat for you.
I love a Di Stefano quote.
I know you do.
I might be being
Alex
swayed.
is like useless.
Don't you dare.
might be being swayed.
Additionally, with the Real Madrid kind of grandeur stuff, he coached Castilla. He was an ambassador for Real Madrid. He was the honorary president, and he tied with Marcelo, who recently tied him, has the most trophies in Real Madrid history. Wow. As I said at the start, titles. And yeah, just was like basically bursting down the left wing, dribbling past everyone, holding the ball off, shielding the ball, and was apparently really good at dropping crosses into the box, but apparently only
Got
got
no
3.
assists there. Yeah.
Maybe they were just really good at doing double headers somehow.
Yeah,
He'd cross it in.
2 headers in the
header
box,
back,
always a
and
goal.
then-
No, but I think the main thing for Paco Gento is speed, 12 La Liga titles, 6
That
Champions
is an
League,
extraordinary stat. I mean,
Pretty good.
and Real Madrid website said he is the best.
We've had a
Is
guest
she
on the
going
pod.
to be on camera?
I have no idea.
He is listed on Real Madrid's website as the best left winger of all time. So,
I mean,
I rest
that
my
is an
case.
unbelievable thing. And also, even if Real Madrid may win their 15th Champions League on June the 1st, and that might see a couple of players get their 6th title, which will level Paco Gento. It'll be
Do you know the word for it? The
their
15th?
15th quintessima.
Quinto décima, I think it is.
All right, I wasn't
Hang
too
on,
far off.
I'm looking at the website, and
He has won 6.
it's the player that many believe to be the best left winger of all time. The website doesn't directly
Oh, there we
say. I'm looking it
go.
up.
I think you're the translation might be off. I don't know. I was reading it in Spanish.
I'm just. It's.
We'll
just-
put that down
Did
to
it-
mistranslation
did it
rather than
possibly
deliberate
say
misinformation.
Que
but-
quizá la mayoría de
Why'd you do
gente
that?
cree que es
I
el
have to
mejor.
be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
but, like,
just, I have
Alex
this
is gonna
one.
win anyway. Like,
No.
Can't
never
let you-
know.
I can't let you
That
lie
leads
on the
me-
pod.
Do you want to turn his mic off?
That's-
Which one is he?
Don't turn my mic off. I'm.
No, his mic is now turned off.
No,
Okay,
I'm
it's
back
back
on
on,
now.
he's
I'm
back,
back
he's
on.
back.
That's rude. Luckily,
I
I'm
can't
so
believe I've
loud.
never
I'm so
thought-
loud that you can switch my mic off, and these ones still pick me
I
up.
can't believe I've never thought to just turn it off when he's saying something stupid.
Why have you given that idea? It's going to be like my final
too much
argument.
power.
I just cut
There's
out.
a few episodes left.
There you have it. Paco Gento, Casey's choice. To be honest, brilliant story, and I love the nickname. the gale of the Cantabrian Sea, just magical. Although there's one slight, something wrong. He's not in Marca's best foreign 11.
Well, he's Spanish.
Muppet.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
There we
But
go.
Yeah, the Cantabria. I don't know if you know this is in the north of Spain.
Actually been there. It's a very nice city, Santander.
Let's move on.
Who have you got for us now?
Speaking of nicknames,
Oh god.
we go over to potentially the Real Madrid player with the most famous nickname in their history, Emilio Butragueño.
That's a weird
That was a
nickname.
terrible.
Try that again.
Say that again.
Emilio Butragueño.
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 Yeah, sure.
Um,
Sorry.
Good enough.
Sorry, Emilio.
sorry,
Yeah,
Emilio.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry.
He's on the panel judging the podcast.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah, so this is the thing. We've met Emilio Butragueño. God,
I've
I'm
actually-
really.
You want it?
I've
What's his
actually-
nickname? What's his
Just
nickname?
say
Just call us.
Emilio.
El Buitre.
I've actually got
El Buitre. El
Buitre.
El Buitre.
La Quinta del Buitre.
La Quinta
yeah.
del Buitre.
I think-
You've already
Just, can
you've
you
really
just
messed
say
me up
Emilio?
now.
Can you just
He's
say
in his
Can
Emilio?
I quickly interject with a funny story about Emilio Butragueño?
Of course, do it.
So
Oh, that was
it was in October, November when we had that class. It wasn't a class; it was more of like a lecture
with
Yeah.
him.
with Emilio Butragueño.
So I
and
can edit in the photo that we have with him.
Yes.
You always do this. In
It's
all
only-
things
It's
up,
because
so
you
I
made
have
fun
to
of me.
edit.
It's because you made fun of me.
So we were there, and like Juan, who is our course director, said, "You guys may know him. Obviously, he's very famous." To be honest, I'd never heard of him. I'll be brutally honest.
Same.
And I texted I've got a group chat with my other podcast, and I said, "Do you guys know who Emilio Butragueño is?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, he's standing about 10 feet away from me." And I was like, "Is he good? What's he done?" And he was like, one of my mates said, "Yeah, he's like one of the best Real Madrid players ever." And I was like, "Oh, nice." So yeah, it's my funny.
Yeah, he really is.
Sorry.
He's mainly a striker, to be fair, but because I think he deserves his flowers so much, he also did play on the left wing. We moved him over to this episode so he can get a proper review, as it were. Part of the legendary La Quinta del Buitre, which is the Vulture's cohort. He was called El Buitre, the Vulture, which I think is the coolest nickname. He had a whole era named around him. He was alongside Manolo Sanchez, Rafael Martin Vasquez, Miguel Pardeza, and they were unbelievable. So that statement was coined, that name was coined by an El País journalist, Julio Cesar.
Why did you go really Spanish with the Julio and the Caesar?
Julio Cesar.
Cesar.
Whilst they were at Castilla, they were playing for Castilla.
Okay.
But Real Madrid was so patchy at this point that Castilla had higher attendance than the first team.
Wow.
Um,
That's something.
and this is the team that won the Segunda Division
Ah.
under Amancio. And then they were brought up, all five of them, to the first team by Alfredo Di Stefano.
Wow.
So they became so famous. Like this, imagine who plays for Castilla now, Gonzalo or
Nico Paz.
Paz, being on the front page of all the Spanish newspapers, whilst in Castilla, rather
It's
than
unreal, isn't it?
rather than the first team. They were that good. He's called El Buitre, the Vulture, because he was 5'7", small, tricky, quick, poacher, lethal. On the Real Madrid website, it's described that his intelligence got over the strength of defenders at the time.
We did see him. We
At the
went to
Legends
see
game.
the Real Madrid
Yeah.
Legends versus Porto Legends, and
How old
you
is he?
can
Like
60.
you can
16
kind of
years old.
still see a little bit, although he is past his prime. You can still
only
see
just.
you can still see glimpses of what was once a fantastic player.
A
And
truly unbelievable player.
Yeah.
12 seasons at Real Madrid, 452 games, 168 goals, 113 assists, outdoing Paco Gento by, I think, 110.
Yeah. But like,
no, he had
not
four
confirmed.
goals.
Not
I
confirmed.
know,
Not
I know.
confirmed.
69 caps for Spain,
Wow.
26 goals, which was a record that stood for a very, very long time until Sergio Ramos overtook him.
Oh, we're doing international stats now.
I was giving just a little taste.
I mean,
He was-
like I could have.
He was Spain's all-time top goal scorer for a very, very long time.
Welcome to the best Spain 11 of all
Oh,
time
come on.
podcast.
Given his senior
Oh,
debut
come
by Alfredo Di Stefano, instantly made an impact, scored twice, assisted once. And there's a reason why that era became sort of synonymous with him is that he was one of the main reasons that Real Madrid transformed. Went on to win 6 La Ligas, 2 Copa del Reys, 2 consecutive UEFA Cups, no Champions League,
which is now called
the Europa League. 4 Spanish Super Cups, 1 Copa de la Liga, 1, and I arguably like this the most. 1
Super Bond.
No, 1 Copa Iberoamericana, which is Boca versus Real Madrid. It's only happened once.
That's really cool.
Boca versus Real Madrid is potentially the game I would like to go to most in the world.
Was that
at Boca would be cool.
At Boca would be unbelievable.
Was this the Copa Evo Duarte, or was that a different one? Am I thinking
I
of?
think it's different.
I think it's different. I think that might be the precursor to the Copa del Rey. Ignore me.
Unbelievable, and also so synonymous with the club. Was the club's director of football in 2004, was vice president until 2006. He's now the head of public relations. He is such an ambassador for the club, one of the most prominent figures that you'll see in the media surrounding Real Madrid. We heard him speak, we met him. He is a brilliant, consummate professional. He has only positive things to say about Florentino Perez, says he'll be at the club as long as Florentino Perez is. He left the club briefly when Perez briefly left the club as well, but then when he was re-elected, Butragueño came back as well. He was 2-time third place in the Ballon d'Or, 86-87. He won the Pichichi in 91. Atletico Madrid actually tried to sign him when he was in the academy, but him and his dad were Real Madrid members, so turned that down. But I mean, that just shows how much he embodies and loves the thing. And loves the club. Described on the Real Madrid website, the first tagline: "A genius, a legend, a true gentleman." And
Can confirm all those.
100%.
Very nice guy.
He was only displaced by a 17-year-old Raul. He unfortunately won't make this team. I think we know that already. But we moved him over to this left wing one because he definitely deserves his flowers. I think he's a phenomenal player that not enough people know about.
Yeah, and
not just because he might grade our final project.
And if he grades our final project.
Isn't that mad to think?
Do you want to put him in the team just in case?
Emilio Butragueño might grade a piece of university work that we've done.
This piece.
This piece of university work.
What you're
Please
hearing
give us
right
a good
now.
mark.
Yeah.
If we have to show a sample, it might be this.
This might be the sample.
So the best Real Madrid left winger of all time is Emilio Butragueño.
There we are.
Okay.
Make that clear.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
So
we'll start the presentation with that.
Yes.
That's all I've got. That's all I've got. Unbelievable. I mean, watch some of the clips of La Quinta del Buitre. I mean, it's really, really impressive. A really cool era. And a
very
really
nice
cool
kits as well.
Very nice kits. A really cool part of Real Madrid history. But unfortunately, he will be beaten out.
By who?
I'm
By
going
Paco Gento?
Alex, you want to sweep them all?
twist and shout into my...
Is that another Beatles reference?
It is. Twist and shout into my pick, which is...
That was superb.
Yeah, but then he has to say a Beatles.
Which is Cristiano Ronaldo. You may have heard of him. Portuguese fella playing in Saudi Arabia. He is the reason why a lot of people support Man United. He is the reason why a lot of people support Real Madrid.
Sure he's sorry for that.
He is a reason why a lot of people support Juventus. He is also the only reason why people support Al Nassr. Sorry, I had to get that joke in there.
Sadio Mane plays for Al
Did you do?
Nassr
You didn't
too.
do Sporting.
Say again, sorry.
Sporting Lisbon.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, I think less so with Sporting Lisbon. I feel like because he was an academy
He
graduate.
wasn't
Just gonna say
CR.
you're
He wasn't CR7.
That's
then.
fair. I'm just gonna say all the clubs.
So
Sorry to everyone in Lisbon.
yes,
He
Cristiano
hates Lisbon.
Ronaldo, also known as CR7. He played 438 times for Real Madrid, and he scored 450 goals.
Nice round number there too.
That is just unbelievable. 131 assists, which is pretty good. A few accolades. I don't want to bore you because you all know how good of a player he is. FIFA Best Men's Player of the Year twice. Ballon d'Or, he did win it 5 times, but he won it 4 times with Real Madrid. The 5th time, I want to say, was with Manchester United. UEFA Best Player in Europe 3 times. He won the Puskás Award once. He was the Real Madrid Player of the Season twice. He won the Champions League. This is all Real Madrid stats. So he will have won more of these with other clubs.
He has won a lot.
Yes, Champions League 4 times, Club World Cup 3 times. He's won the La Liga twice, just twice, which is quite weird.
That is
10 less,
astonishing.
10 less than Paco.
2009 to 2018, which is 2 in 9 years is not a lot actually.
No, but again,
Yeah, there was another
you are
team.
literally against the best Barcelona team.
Yes.
There's almost a reason, like looking forward to if we do a season 2 of this, we talked about a Barcelona, but then we were like, can you do a Barcelona? Are you not just picking
Yeah,
every,
it's the 2018.
every single person in that team?
Maybe not Victor Valdez.
No.
I feel like there might be
maybe.
a few goalkeepers that would
Ter
get their
Stegen's
shout
pretty
in. 2 La Ligas. He won the UEFA Super Cup 3 times. He won the Copa del Rey twice, the Spanish Super Cup twice. He was the Champions League top scorer 6 times. He was the La Liga top scorer 3 times. Now, I was looking through his both team honours and individual honours, and the list was kind of endless. And I didn't want to list all of them because there's a lot of awards he's won. Quite a lot he's actually won without Real Madrid, whether it be United or Juventus. I have had the pleasure myself of seeing him on several occasions live, and just to see him play. I was there when he scored that goal against Chelsea in the Champions League final in Moscow, and the way he floated above the defence. I think he's done that quite a few times with Real Madrid. I mean, the goal against Juventus is the one that always springs to mind. The overhead kick, the headers. To be honest, when I think of Ronaldo, his headers, it almost like he jumps and time just pauses,
floats.
He's there for like 5 seconds.
When you put it in slow, the one clip in slow motion is actually like unbelievable.
And he
or
is.
as Noah would say, it's unbelievable.
Apart from
I'm gonna punch your mic out of the stand to do my impersonation.
Sorry, baby.
I think other than a little fellow from Argentina, he is the best player to ever play football. So
I'm really thrown by. I want to make clear he was, for anyone listening, he was talking to his microphone when he said that. He wasn't talking to me.
You don't know that.
So Cristiano Ronaldo, I think that goal scoring record, 450 goals in 438 games.
451, by the way. We were wrong in class.
No, it's 450 according to Transfer Market.
According to Real Madrid's website, it's 451.
Okay, wow. Transfer Market versus Real Madrid, have it out. 450 plus goals in 438 games.
He's obviously their record goal scorer.
He's first in goals, second in assists, right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Goals,
he
yes.
is.
And then Benzema's.
Benzema's. No,
So
is he above Raul now?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I
think
Checking stats department.
as I said, other than the little fellow from Argentina, he's the best footballer ever.
This is a big debate. I
Not the point of the pod. Not the point of the pod.
but I think it's also relevant that slightly relevant that we are still arguing over. Yeah, Emilio Butragueño and
Paco
Gento are superb players, but are competing against, for many people.
To be honest, you could say
for many people, the best player that has ever played football.
In my opinion, he's the second best to ever play.
I would agree.
But some people, quite a lot of people, would say he is. To be honest, I used to think he was the best ever.
I had that as well. I think
Messi loyalist till I die.
As a goal scorer, I think it's
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. But as a footballer, in terms of
just pure
ability, it's Lionel Messi.
It is like, in a way, when I watch, I know this is drifting off piste a little bit. I just think. I just think when I watch Messi, he's effortless. He glides, like his goal against Getafe, his goal against Athletic Club in the Copa del Rey final. His goal against Bayern Munich when he made Jerome.
He's a big game.
He made Jerome Boateng look rather silly. But
the free kick against Liverpool.
Yeah. No, I think just
his free kick. No, it's not at Real Madrid, but the free kick against Portsmouth from Ronaldo is one of my favourite things in the world.
That was unbelievable. The goals he scored. If you watch, this is one of my favourite clips of Ronaldo, and it just so happens to also be one of my favourite clips on YouTube in football themed. So if you type in Spanish football commentary on YouTube, there's a video of Ronaldo scoring, I think, a hat-trick against Atletico Madrid at the Vicente Calderón. And unbelievable commentary for a start. but the goals, the free kicks, the penalties. Obviously, he was a marvelous penalty taker.
Yeah.
You often hear on the overlap, Gary Neville asking if you had a penalty to save your life, who would take it? To be honest, I think I'd go Ronaldo.
I would have said Harry Kane until
No,
France.
I think Ronaldo. He is for many, like you said, Noah, the best player ever, and I think he is the best Real Madrid player of all time, in every position.
Who do you think second?
Alfredo Di Stefano.
Modric. I just think, I don't want to bore you with stats and tell you how good he was, because you all know how good he was.
Yeah,
and
we could.
And also, like you said, is the reason that many people support Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, a few of our colleagues, I think I could happily say
Jothis
and
does
Hazel
support.
maybe less so.
Hazel less so, but
Jothis
supports Real Madrid
because of Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think it might be the same for Oval, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be why he
No,
also
I
supports
thought his
Manchester
dad-
United.
Didn't his dad play or something like that?
Yeah, I think that led him to Ronaldo. He was because he also likes Man United.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
That's our first Oval shout on the pod. By the way.
That
Yeah.
is also one thing I love talking about kits. Some of the kits that he's had, both at Manchester United, have had some lovely ones. Fun fact, actually, my dad is a United fan and forced me to support United for a couple of years of my early life. So I've got a few United
and then you
shirts.
improved by going for Yeovil and
Town.
Malaga.
But yeah, he has some of the kits. He joined the club, and to be honest, I think when I think of like big signings, when he joined Real Madrid,
Yeah, that's.
That
I think-
presentation.
to be honest, I think that's when I think of like big signings. I think that's the first one I think of when I think that's like the bar was set then for like.
Didn't, he saw the people. He said, "Is there a match today?" There's another thing that you can bring up too, which is, I was thinking about it, and the first thing that came into my mind when you said kits, I was thinking of the iconic celebration where he's sitting on the advertising panels like this, and how obviously the Sue has become it's become one of the biggest trends of all time.
There
100%.
was. Were you at the basketball? We were at the basketball the other day, and there was a guy playing. They play the little games at halftime.
Yeah.
There was a guy who was doing the Sue celebration. He did it about 8 times, and the whole crowd was going Sue
Every time. So that's and that kind of led me to think, okay, his celebrations have become so worldwide, and I think an area that he does exceed Messi in is his global reach of just fandom
He's
and like
probably the most famous man
most
in the world.
influential footballer. to
He
ever
was
exist.
voted, or not voted. He was Forbes' richest athlete of in the world. I
He's
think
the most
3
followed
years.
he's most followed man on Instagram.
2016, 17, and 23.
Which leads me to my question: who's more famous, Cristiano Ronaldo or Taylor Swift?
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
I'm just kidding.
There's absolutely no.
I think
Cristiano
question
Ronaldo.
I think
whatsoever.
India's won that for Cristiano Ronaldo
Yeah.
single-handedly.
That's good shout.
Yeah.
But Taylor's got time.
Yeah,
and
no,
Cristiano
anyways.
will retire.
No.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't want to.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Taylor's got time.
Can you mute your own mic?
Yeah. Glaring coming.
Yeah, glare.
Yeah, you've been shut
Um,
Shut down my mic.
Yeah, let's just let Alex go
So
for a
yeah,
little bit.
Yeah, let him
that's
go without being
my
interrupted by him.
pick for the best Real Madrid left winger of all
Noah, are you
time.
Are you gonna put up a fight here? Or?
Am I back on?
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Is my mic on?
You're on probation.
Probation.
Suspended sentence.
You say one thing I don't like. and
I
you're
won't
off
say
again.
anything against Taylor Swift, I promise. I'm going to see her in the summer. Very excited.
Oh, I know you're going.
And
You're
yeah,
also going.
Like in like 2
I
weeks.
am
or something?
going.
we're going
It's right
separately.
about.
I'm going with my dad.
I want to go with your dad.
Noah's dad's a Swiftie. Jason's a Swiftie.
He is. My dad is a Swiftie.
I feel like Jason would have more fun with me than he would with you.
Are you guys all on a first name basis with Noah's dad? I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It was
Mr.
probably-
Mr. Zemmel. Nice to meet
yeah,
you.
he
It was
listens.
probably in a
So
quiz
everything
somewhere.
that Noah said about my mum, I feel like I can be on a
Whoa,
first
whoa,
name
whoa,
basis.
whoa, 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 whoa!
What has he said
I've
about
been-
your
I've
mom?
been nothing but lovely. Thank you very much.
What has he said about your
Wow.
mother?
All right.
Too many things.
That's
Anyway,
off-air chat.
anyway. Look, I mean,
Don't you dare.
I can't really contest against it. He is obviously. I mean, I think it's a question between Alfredo Di Stefano and him, but probably the best Real Madrid player of all time. Full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
You mistranslated.
not from Cantabria, mate.
You mistranslated it.
Ronaldo, it's not the fact that Ronaldo may be considered the best Real
CR7.
Madrid
I suppose it's
player.
sort of all the battle of the nicknames today.
Yeah.
CR7,
the
Gale
Gale
Wilfred,
of the Cantabrians.
Weekly.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I was going to say it's a bit of a shorter episode today, but what we looking at now is
Like 30-something minutes?
yeah. So I don't know how we managed to
there's
do the
so-
first
yeah.
episode.
There's so much to
You
discuss.
boys
Yeah.
just chat for so long.
Don't swear.
Language.
Someone's going to have to
Someone's gonna
edit
have to
that.
edit that. Okay, but Alex took your job last week.
Yes.
Yeah,
or
I'm not
before.
happy
I'm sorry.
about that.
Noah
But
took mine, so I had to
only
take
one
someone
thing
else's
that I
job.
have to do.
I let
The-
you. I
he
let you
let-
do
he
it. I let you do it.
Earlier today, he's like, "Do you think I'll be able to get through all the calls
he
to
told
action
me-
today?"
He told me, yeah, get through the call to action without me interrupting. But
Do I get to do my job?
yeah, natural order restored.
Go on.
Drum roll, please.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we can actually.
Kind of
That
perfect.
works. Okay, officially, the best Real Madrid left winger of all time is Cristiano Ronaldo.
There we have it.
So now we're
It
at
had to be.
4 points for Casey,
Oh,
3 points for
no.
Alex, 3 points for Noah.
I just needed
It's
one more.
getting
Oh.
I
close.
just needed one more.
We've got one position left, and
A manager.
the manager. And also in that episode, we are going to decide the captain of our team, which, to be honest, actually, I think might be one of the most difficult decisions.
There's
It's
There
definitely
are
a few
definitely
worthy
Yeah,
candidates.
I
definitely
mean,
a few other
Yeah, off the
candidates.
bat, gun to my head, I know who I'd pick, but it is difficult.
We'll discuss that later.
Yeah,
I
there
almost,
you have
almost
it.
just like got into it right there.
And well, I did say we have one more position left. That is striker. We're going to do something special. I won't say now, but we're going to do something special for the striker
There are
episode.
quite a few to pick.
Yes.
There are a lot of options.
We wanted to include as many as we could, as Noah says, give them their flowers. And, well, stay tuned. And, well, yeah, thank you for listening to this episode of Football Nostalgia. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment. If you disagree, put a comment in there. If you agree, put a comment in there. Like it, share it, send it to your mum, your sister.
Yeah. If you have
your
any
nan.
questions or anything like that, please message us. Anything like that. If you see our advert as well, please like, because
Mhm.
that actually costs us money.
It does.
Yeah, I know.
It costs me money.
No one told me about that. yeah.
Yeah, so-
No, appreciate the support. Thank you for listening.
we definitely
And
do.
vote on the forfeits as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vote on the forfeits.
Vote on the poll. We
Yeah,
hope
also
you're
forfeits.
enjoying your Sunday afternoon, evening, whenever it may be on Sunday. And, well, yeah, that
I've
is
been Alex.
official. That is the best Real Madrid left winger of all time, as announced by Sarah earlier there. Thank you for listening. I've been Alex. He's been Casey. He's been Noah. She's been Sarah. Adios.
Hasta luego.